everyone, welcome back to Frenchies Bakery. Today we are going to be making Christmas themed macarons, and I have two lessons for you guys today. One is how to pronounce the cookie, and two is how to make the cookie. So they are in fact called macarons. They are not called macaroons. I know that that's a huge confusion all throughout everywhere, the baking community and everything. I've even heard professionals call them macaroons, but they are called macarons. I have that drilled into my brain, so trust me, I know. I know that they are called macarons. That is definitely like a nightmare of mine. Like, oh my gosh, I had to know that they were called macarons in school. That is a very common question. My cousin literally just asked me last week the difference between the names because I have a macaron picture right behind the camera, so it's brought up like all the time in my house. But that's the lesson of the day. They are called macarons. The macaroons are the coconut shredded cookies. So now you can go and impress people and sound super professional, even better than some of the professionals, and know that these are called macarons. The second lesson of the day is going to be how to make these amazing cookies. Sometimes they are very pesky and really hard to make, but I'm going to show you guys the very simple, easy steps. We're just gonna take it, step by step, stay calm, and just try and enjoy the process. These are actually very fun to make. I really enjoy them, and it is just so satisfying to see them whenever they're done. I don't know what it is about these cookies, but like, I have never given up on them. Even if I come out with a bad batch, I just always have been so persistent to try and get it down. I am driven to make these cookies perfect. I think it's just because they're so pretty and fancy and just a very delicate, yummy cookie. They're crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside, and they just taste super good. So I'm very excited to share this with you guys, and we're just gonna have a nice relaxing day of baking. We're not gonna get stressed out about this. We're just gonna take it step by step. The ingredients you will need to make the macaron is 3 egg whites. So I have them here in this little pouring thingy so I can pour them into the mixer easier. 100 grams of granulated sugar, which is gonna be about 3.5 ounces. 100 grams of almond flour, and then 85 grams of powdered sugar. So about 3.5 ounces of almond flour, and then about 2.9 ounces of powdered sugar. And you wanna make sure to whisk the powdered sugar and the almond flour together. Put it through sifters about 2 times. Make it very nice and soft. You don't want your cookies to be lumpy and bumpy, so you wanna make sure that this is a very smooth powder. So the first thing we're going to do is add our egg whites into the mixer, and we're gonna whip them up. So let's head back to the mixer and start to get our meringue going. All right, so I have my whisk attachment here on the mixer. I'm gonna pour in my egg whites, and we're just gonna mix these until it becomes a little frothy, a little bit of bubble action, and then we're going to add in our granulated sugar. So our egg whites are nice and frothy. We are now going to add in our granulated sugar very slowly, and we are going to mix it on high until we get stiff peaks. And whenever we get to that point, I will show you what stiff peaks look like. So stiff peak is whenever the egg can stand up and it doesn't flop over. So you just want to make sure that your egg whites are nice and stiff and not runny. And now we are going to start mixing in our powdered sugar and almond flour, and we're going to do it in 3 parts. So I'm just going to add in a little bit, and then we're just going to fold it in. So you take your spatula around the side and fold it over the middle. Add in a little bit more. And then the last bit. So I'm going to be doing 3 different colors, 3 different designs: a snowman, Santa's suit, and then a reindeer. So I'm gonna split it up at this point. You don't want it to be too runny yet. You want it to still be pretty thick. And I'm just going to eyeball splitting it up. I'm gonna do brown first. And I'm just going to take a little toothpick and then add in the color this way. And just put it right in here. And we're just going to do the same folding process that we did in the mixing bowl. And the way you're gonna know it's ready is we're gonna do the figure 8. So you're gonna take your spatula and you're going to draw an 8. If the batter breaks, then it's not ready and you're gonna keep mixing. But if it doesn't, then you're good to go. So this one is ready. I have a piping bag here and I'm going to pour this in. And now we're gonna do our red. I'm probably gonna start off with 2 drops and then start mixing it. And then I'm going to add it in my piping bag, and I have all of my piping bags fitted with a large circle tip to make piping much cleaner and easier. And I'm just gonna finish mixing the white, add it into the piping bag, and then we will get to piping them onto our cookie sheet. So I have my cookie sheet here lined with parchment paper, and then I also have a little template underneath, and you can just print these out. You can literally find them on Google and print them out. So I'm going to start piping, and you're just gonna do a little burst of pressure and flick it and release. And then once you have all of your cookies piped, we're then going to bang our trays on the counter and get all of the air bubbles out. And then we're gonna let these sit for about 60 minutes and let them get a coating on the top where it's not wet anymore. There's a nice little dry layer there, and then we will get to baking them. So my macarons have been sitting out for about an hour, and now I'm going to pop them into our 300-degree oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. And then we're gonna let them sit and cool for an hour before we even think about filling them with icing and stuff and whatever fillings you wanna put in. So we're gonna pop these in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. All right, so now we are going to fill our macarons. They have been sitting out for about an hour to fully cool and just set up a little bit. So I have some buttercream icing here in this piping bag fitted with a star tip, and I'm just going to take the bottom part of the cookie and just pipe on some buttercream. And you can use whatever flavor buttercream you would like. You can use any filling you would like. This is a part where people get really, really creative, but I just love the plain buttercream taste with the cookie. I think it's really, really good. So I'm gonna fill all these and then put the little top on and shimmy it around a little bit, and then it's good to go. The first one we are going to do is our little Santa Claus suit. So I have a flat tip here with some black icing in it, and I'm just going to do a line right across the middle. And then I have some pearl beads here that are edible. You can find them in the sprinkle aisle at a craft store, and I'm just gonna put 2 right above the little belt buckle. And then with a really small tip, I have some yellow here, and I'm just going to make the buckle on his little belt here. It's gonna be a little square, and this is our little Santa. It's so cute and festive. So I'm going to finish off the rest of the Santa pants, and then we will move on to the little reindeer. All right, now we're going to do a little reindeer. So I have some black icing here with a small little tip, and we're just gonna pipe on 2 little eyes. And now we're gonna pipe on the antlers. And I have some brown icing here in a Ziploc baggie, and I just cut off the tip really, really small, so we can make a little small antlers for him. Then I have some red here in a Ziploc baggie, and I just cut off a small little corner of the bag, and we're gonna do a little red nose. And this part is totally optional, but you guys know me, I love sparkles. So pretty. You can get this on Amazon, edible glitter. And I'm just gonna put some glitter on his nose because I just love making any Rudolph thing that I have with a glittery nose. I just think it makes it so much better. And there's our little reindeer macaron. I'm just gonna pipe the rest of these out, and then we will work on the snowman next. right, and then the last design we're going to do is a little snowman. So we're gonna pipe on 2 eyes, a little carrot nose, and then little buttons for his mouth. Just like that. Alright everyone, just like that, our Christmas macarons are finished. These are so festive and so stinking adorable. It honestly is going to be very difficult to eat the cute little Santa Claus pants and the little tiny snowmen and the adorable reindeer. These are very, very cute. I love them so much, and they were so easy to do. Once you get the cookie done and everything, this is like the most simple design to pipe on. So I love how simple these are. I'm obsessed with the idea of decorating macarons. It makes them 10 million times more fancy because the cookie is already incredibly fancy. So I love these. I'm obsessed with them, and I'm super excited to take them to our Christmas dinner and have the family enjoy them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please tag me in pictures if you make these, because I would love to see your recreations on this. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.